then to keep it real and kind of actionable is to automate your savings.
Ooh.
This is something that I learned. I have the book somewhere.
This is that T transfer thing a second ago.
Yes.
Okay.
So whenever you add, T transfer to this bank account, the cool thing is actually when you automate your savings, you don't even have to touch the spreadsheet because it's automated. This is something that Clay taught me. It's something that has made a huge impact on my life, and a lot of people think it's impossible.
Yeah,
they think it's like, I don't have enough money to save.
I can't save. I'm struggling as is right now. I can't save any money.
Right. That's what every time I tell someone that's what the first thing that kind of comes to their mind is like, how am I supposed to save? But I need more money now.
I got this tax thing coming up. It's March right now, but I got a refund coming. I'll save a part of that. That's what I'll make sure I get part of that saved.
Right. Yeah. But when you automate your savings, it does a couple things. So the first thing it does is it builds you a war chest. It builds you a nest egg of cash that you can use for investments.
You can also use it as an ottoman to put your feet on.
You could do that. You could do that if you wanted to. If you're really saving money.
I just pictured a chest. You got a stack of chest, big chest there. You put it in front of your TV and you just stack your feet on top of it.
You could do that. It might not be the best use of cash, but it is a use of cash.
Okay.
No, but
got the war chest.
The war chest, and the war chest is just something you can go to war with. So if you see a good deal on a piece of real estate or something that you can buy, a business, want to start a business, anything like that. If you don't have a war chest, if you don't have the tools required, which is money, then you can't do anything. You're helpless. And there's nothing worse than going to war with no weapons or no tools.
Be a short war.
It'd be a short war, yeah. And so
Napoleon going to Russia in the middle of winter, that was a relatively short war.
Short.
Because he was not ready for it, but he went with weapons at least.
At least he went with weapons. He had a war chest.
If you go to the battlefield with no weapons, it'd be like a VeggieTales war.
That's right.
It'll last very long.
That's right. But when you automate your savings, there's a couple things it does. One, you don't have to think about it, and that's one of the things where people really mess up when saving money is they have to make the decision because when you're forced to go, do I want a new pair of shoes or do I want to put $60 in my savings account?
Yeah.
The check just hit your income account, your account where all the money comes in. And you're like, man, I'm gonna go buy that thing.
Yep.
When you automate your savings, and I'll kind of break down how to do it.
I'm so excited about this.
Yeah, when you automate your savings, you don't even have to think about it. You don't even see the money. The way I recommend it is put it in, you should know kind of where the money's at and how much money you have in your savings, but put it into a different bank account. So put it into a bank account that's not easy for you to log into and look at. I would put it in a separate bank account. You don't have the app on your phone.
Let's zoom out for 1 second.
Yeah.
Because we're getting tactical, and I want to get tactical.
Love it.
I want to get into this nitty-gritty. I want to jump in some mud. This is going to be great.
Yes.
But just zooming out a little bit. Okay, so this applies, I just want to double check.
Yeah.
If someone's struggling right now, they're okay, I'm working my face off, and there was a time in my life where I was doing the sign, and I said earlier I was doing both at the same time.
Yeah.
And then I picked up a dishwashing job. So
Nice.
I was washing dishes at a steakhouse.
That's great.
I was doing door-to-door sales.
Love it.
And then I was holding a sign.
Yeah.
For some extra cash on Saturday mornings because I could get that job. So I was doing all three, and that was a really rough time. And I was like, man, every dollar was I was very aware of it and tracking it all out. That version of Colton and the version of Colton where I have excess, I have discretionary money. Both of those Coltons, this would apply of 10, maybe not 10%. What's a good amount here? What are we talking?
Start with honestly anywhere from 1% to 5%.
Okay.
So if you're bringing in even a very small amount of money and you save 1%, it's very likely that you're not going to feel it.
Okay.
You won't even know that it's gone.
Yep.
You'll not notice the difference on your check.
Yep.
But what will make a difference is in 6 months, the amount of money you have in your bank account might be able to pay off one of your credit cards that has been holding you down.
So that's the question. So if someone's in debt, should they still continue to save?
Absolutely.
Okay.
100%.
We had Vidar Lagarde out recently. He's a missionary.
Great guy.
In Kenya, and amazing story of what he's accomplished. He's the only Norwegian African American that I know. So pretty fascinating. All around part of that there. But he works in the Congo. He teaches prosperity principles, and the way he said it was, if you could survive, you will not die if you made $50 less, then you could also survive by putting $50 away.
That's right.
And I thought that was a really good way to put it. He goes,
exactly.
Would you die? Like would you literally collapse if you did not get that extra $50? If you would figure out another way, oh man, okay, I'm gonna be eating an extra bowl of rice, whatever, like I'm skipping a meal, whatever it is, but like, would you be able to survive if you missed that $50? Then you can survive by putting that $50 away into a savings account. But a lot of people, that decision fatigue wears on them. You know, a lot of the wealthiest billionaires in the world, they wear black sweaters, turtleneck sweaters, because they don't want to think about what they wear anymore, because decision fatigue kicks in. You're talking about automating this in a way that doesn't get tiring. You don't even notice it. It comes out, and then you're wealthy.
Something like that. Yeah. That's the foundation, which we're talking about the foundation.
That's it.
So that's it.
Okay, so how do we... Okay, so you said open up another checking account. So like I use Community America. That's my bank. I use local credit union. When I get paid, the money goes into this credit union. You're saying I should not open up a savings account at that credit union, but I should do something outside.
Exactly.
How does that work?
Yeah, so to kind of think about it, like money comes into your bank account, but it's how probably most people how it's working right now. Money just goes straight into your bank account, your checking account, and then you spend it.
Yep.
The way it should go is money comes in to you, but it goes to two separate places, two separate bank accounts.
Instantly.
Okay,
before
so it even touches your
it doesn't go checking
account.
and then somewhere else.
No. No.
Okay.
And with your employer, most of the time, you can set this up through the payroll company. Just request. This is the nitty gritty.
Okay.
You just request.
This is nitty gritty.
This is nitty gritty. You request like a deposit form of like, you know, when you first got hired. This is, you know, I want all my money to go into this bank account. No one ever sees it or does it, but on that form, they've got multiple bank accounts you can put money into.
Shit.
And people are like, you know, that's for rich people because I don't have like 47 bank accounts.
Yeah.
No, it's you can open up a separate savings account, a high interest savings account, which is something we can talk about in a little bit.
Okay.
You can open up another savings account and have your main checking account, and when you get paid, they just go like that. They just go into two separate places. It's with what you were saying with decision fatigue, it eliminates the temptation.
Yep.
And it's a one-time decision that you make and then you're done. It's like, it's a tough stuff for some people, and I get it. For some people, like $50 a paycheck might be a lot.
Yeah.
And I get that. But if you make that decision one time and you take it off of your shoulders of like, man, I have to save every week. It's so hard. And you just make that decision and then keep moving forward and kind of ignore that $50 that you're losing and kind of like live without it. It was a great point with what you're saying. Then like you can get really far along through the game of life and like what to your goals.
Because you're also going to be increasing your value to the marketplace. Back to our earlier point. So that $50 right now might make a chunk of how much you're making, but all of a sudden you increase and you increase and you increase. But this habit, it's more about the habits than anything else. It's the trajectory. You know, if you're walking towards San Diego, you're heading the right direction if you're trying to get to San Diego. So like this trajectory, this direction, it might take you a while sometimes, but the price tag's gonna be the same. You're eventually gonna get there.
That's right.
Okay, so someone automates this. Is it based on a percentage or is it a dollar amount? Like, do they say like I want $50, or is it like can I automate? I want 2%. Because we said somewhere between 1% and 5%. Is that I'm thinking this is how much I make? Can I automate that, or is it based on?
Yeah. So the way I would start out is percentage.
Okay.
So start off with like dead serious. Start off with 1%.
Okay.
Because then you won't feel it, and you've made a decision.
Yep.
You've started the snowball. So start with 1%, and then over a couple weeks and a couple months, you'll go, I don't really feel that. Let's go to 2.
Ooh.
Maybe 3.
Feeling courageous.
That's right. Maybe 4.
Get a little alpha flex going
That's
on
right.
there.
And you keep kind of raising that percentage as your value to the marketplace goes up and you earn more money. You can raise that percentage until you get to a point where it kind of flips in my mind. And where it flips is when you know your expenses.
God, that seems like a key thing too.
Yeah, that's a key. And we'll be getting to that and talking about that as well. But when you know your expenses, you know how much money you need to live. So you can flip it from a percentage to, on bank account number 1, the checking account, I want X amount of dollars to go in there.
Okay.
Because that's my budget. And then everything else.
Let's say my budget's $3,000. That's what it's going to take. Okay, so I got $3,000 that goes into the checking account.
Into the checking account. Everything above that goes into savings. So you basically set your cap of, and what this really helps with is the keeping up with the Joneses. Because if you
don't see it.
You don't see it.
You don't see that mofo chicken.
Right, that's right. So you put the money that you need in the checking account because you've done your budget and you know what you need, and then everything else is gravy. It goes into the savings account.
Oh my goodness.
That's next level.
This is exciting stuff, you guys. I don't know if you guys are getting excited, but my heart is jumping a little bit.
I can see it.
These are the little things that I was hearing from him. I'm like, wait, okay. Like these are brilliant ideas, and then you hear about them sometimes far away, but like you don't usually get to sit down and talk to somebody that's implemented it for a long enough time that now all of a sudden the gravy that he's talking about allows them to have the life that they have. Nice things. And again, it's the nice things. They don't buy the happiness, but they can get rid of a lot of things that get in the way of the happiness. They can get somebody to clean your house so that when you go on your date, it's fun and it's light and you guys are excited.
You're not stressed out about money.
Oh gosh, not one of the most fast. Like when you see presidents before they came into office and after they came into office,
photos of before and after, how much more gray hair they have.
Like stress is a huge thing. It's a killer.
It is.
And if
it kills marriages.
It can kill a marriage. Yeah. If you can keep that out and keep it light and fun and breezy, like a dating relationship. People are like, man, I miss dating. Well, because dating, you weren't stressed. It was fun. It was light. And if you can keep that in your marriage, imagine if your marriage had that. That'd be awesome.
That's right.
Moving on. What's next step?
That's right. Next up, we're going to talk a little bit more about the war chest. Ooh. So what is a war chest? What does it do? Why do you need it? How do you get it? We just talked about how you get the war chest. You get the war chest by automating your savings. But then what do you do with the war chest? So,
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, and I'm here to tell you about my new product from MyPillow, towels that actually work. Watch this absorbency test. Here's another towel that we randomly went out and bought. Here's one of my towels with the nice design. I don't know if you can see this, but you could line a swimming pool with this. I mean, this is crazy. Get rid of it. Towels that actually work. What a concept. I'm interrupting this commercial to let you know you can get our 6-piece My Towels, regular $69.98, now only $29.98. Or you can save 25% on our brand new kitchen towels, made with the same technology as our famous My Towels. Also, we have bath sheets, bath towels, washcloths, hand towels, and so much more. And the best part, with your promo code, your entire order ships absolutely free. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use that promo code to get deep discounts on all My Towels. And for a limited time, your order ships absolutely free.
And this show is brought to you by mypillow.com with Mike Lindell. Use promo code DAD, D-A-D. They have all kinds of amazing products on here. Like the beds here, Avery's showing. We got the sheets, got duvets. You got these. Okay, these little Go Anywhere pillows, they seem kind of cheesy. I'm gonna hit these pretty hard here. These are amazing little pillows. We got like 12 of them now at the house.
Oh,
but
nice.
They also come with so you can put seasonal ones on them. They're great for putting on the couch. They're great for like extra.
Yeah, they look like couch pillows.
Yeah, they're perfect for that. They got like little Bible verses on them, American stuff, and all kinds of good stuff. But they also have a whole series of children's ones for children that have little Bible stories on them. And we'll do that with my kids, and like we can go over the stories, and it kind of gives me a point of reference of like, yeah, this was Noah, and this was these different stories. So your kids get to rest their head on God's word at night. I think those are super cool. I'm a big fan of the Go Anywhere pillows, but they're also super comfy. They just seem to fit in the right places, the right spots, and they're from the same material as his actual 2.0 pillows that are like the grand, like the whole company's named after how great these pillows are. So go pick up something. It's an amazing deal. It's between like 66 and 85% off the site when you use promo code DAD. They're super generous with that. You get free shipping over $75. There's lightning coming down to remind you of this.
There's lightning.
But promo code DAD. At least get the pillow. At least get the pillows for every one of the pillows at your house. Refresh those things up. Hey, this is Alpha Dad's on here, right? We're gonna be like Alpha Dad moment here. Get your wife some new sheets. A lot of you guys, you got sheets when you were married. It's been a while. It's been
towels,
5 years.
I like the last time most people get bath towels is when they get them from the wedding registry, and everyone ships them bath towels. You're still using the same towels.
It's the same ones. So if you're listening to us and that's you're like, man, I've not got my wife some new sheets or some new towels in a while. Go on right now. Do it today. Right now. Go on mypillow.com, type in promo code DAD, and you'll get a sweet discount, and you'll get to support our show, but also Mike Lindell, the great things that he's doing over there. And you get some great products. You get to be the Alpha Dad in your world. So promo code DAD with MyPillow.